Hi everybody, it's Dr. Nichols-Boyle. This is going to be a relatively brief video to show you how to use the Kaltura feature in our Canvas site in order to record yourself for the presentation. And it will also be showing you how to upload that video once you have recorded it. I will not be using Kaltura to do this recording because it's kind of hard to use the feature that you're trying to record to do that, but I will go through it and show you all the steps here, and also then how to post it to discussions and share it, which is where we're going to be sharing our presentations. So where you want to start is in your Canvas site is to go down to the Kaltura My Media section. The media gallery is where I usually share things as backups, so you can always look there for videos. But the My Media will be only for you, so all of your recordings will go here. So once you get into the My Media section, you want to go to Add New. There is a way to record directly into discussions, but it doesn't allow you that feature of also recording the screen, which I think most of you will want to use so that you can show an image or a PowerPoint or something like that. So I'll show you both ways, and then you can decide which one works best for your topic and what you want to say about it. So the Add New, the basic easy one, is to use the Express Capture. So the Express Capture is just going to capture you talking to the camera. It won't capture anything else on the screen. So this is pretty straightforward. It's the Express Capture, and it's also what is used in the discussions if you record directly in there. You just click this, and you will see yourself on the screen through your camera, and you hit the record button. So we'll just do a little example here. Hit the countdown. Hi everybody, this is Dr. Nichols-Boyle. Welcome to my video. And that's all I'm going to say for now. Let's stop recording. Hi everybody, this is Dr. Nichols-Boyle. Welcome to my video. And that's all I'm going to say for now. So wonderfully, it just repeats it right back to you right away so you can check it. You can either decide you don't like it and record it again, so good to kind of practice a little bit. Or you can download a copy from here so you have a one saved as a backup on your computer or somewhere if you want to, but you don't need to do that. And then if you like it, once you've decided, then you just hit use this. And then it will upload it. Again, this will take a little bit longer for a longer video. And then it will ask you to kind of complete some of the information for the video below. For the name, for this one, I would say your name and then your topic. So for me, maybe it would be Sean Nichols-Boyle, and let's say I was doing Irish dancing or something like that. You don't need to worry about the description or the tags. That's more to find it for other features if it was going more public, but that is absolutely all you need for here. So you can do maybe even a dash, something like that. Nichols-Boyle Irish dancing, great. You can publish it directly to the site if you wanted to here, but I think we're just going to be sharing in the discussion, so we'll just keep it private for now. And then you would hit save. Right, so your changes have been saved. If you go back into My Media, you should now see your video here. So that's the very simplest way. The next step, I will show you how to share that after I show you the more complicated version that I think that you will actually prefer for doing your presentation, which is the personal capture. And the personal capture will allow you to capture both what's on the screen, do screen capture as you talk, and yourself speaking as well. So that is one of the advantages here. So with the personal capture, you'll get this option here. And if you've never done this before, it will ask you to download it for the first time. It's just pretty simple, very quick. Otherwise, it will ask you to open it here. And I already have the app open, so this is what it will come up to is this. Okay, and it will ask you if you want full screen or select an area. Generally, you're going to want full screen so you get the best image possible. And then it will kind of have, here's the screen, has a preview. It'll show the camera, and here it is. And then the audio and the source built-in microphone here. If you just want to record the screen and not yourself, you can turn off the camera here before you start. Otherwise, the viewer will have the option of whether to watch you or the screen or both during the recording. You don't really have control over which one of those that you choose here. And And if you go into manage, it will let you look at those things later. So we'll go back into it and new recording. And again, I'm going to turn the camera on. And then again, you should probably queue up whatever you want to show first if it's not your face, if you don't want this kind of boring background. So I might start with something I pulled up on Irish hurling here, okay? And then I'll go back into this and hit record. Again, you'll get a countdown before it starts. So here we go. And you'll see the time down here. Hi everybody. Today I'm going to talk with you about Irish culture and different aspects of it. The first one I wanted to start with was hurling. So you can see here, I'm talking about hurling. I might describe this image, talk about the female version camogie, etc. So then, if I wanted to move into something different, like say I wanted to share my PowerPoint, then I could pull that up as well. Say, now I want to move on into speaking about my PowerPoint. If your PowerPoint was the main thing, you'd have this queued up first, right? Again, you don't have to use a PowerPoint, just some kind of visual during your talk. So if I pull this up, then I might go into the play from current slides so you could see it full screen. And I could talk about Clonmacnoise, which is a 6th century monastery that I visited. It was very cold. I was wearing lots of layers here. And take this beautiful boat up the river and the kinds of things that are left here in the ruins, and why this was important to the monks at the time, the strategic value of it, what kinds of things they did in terms of education and so on, and transcribing books, etc. So that might be something about religion. Okay, great. So then I could go on to maybe I want to talk about Irish landscape, so I'll skim to a different section. And again, you would have this all queued up and ready to go otherwise. So play from here. And here's the Cliffs of Moher, which are beautiful, gorgeous landscape off the coast of Galway in the west of Ireland. And you can go pretty much right up to the edge there and look out and see the waves crashing against it. Really rustic and rough and beautiful area of Ireland. And then, so this might be talking about Irish landscape and its tourism appeal. You know, thousands of people go to visit here every year, and so on and so forth. And then I might go on to talk about Irish holidays. These are just some pictures of a local St. Patrick's Day parade in my husband's hometown up in the northwest of Ireland. So, and there's some of the local school involved in it. You see there's kind of green, but not always. People just kind of hanging out. It's for small. Somebody with their local donkey, a tractor. There's always lots of farmers in the country just kind of running their tractors through. And of course with the kids helping along. Some Irish dancing from the local Irish dancing people. This is set dancing here. And that's one of my nephews in the more modern side of Ireland. Anyway, so that gives you an idea. And then when you're finished, you just hit stop. So recording has stopped. And then you want to stop this recording? Yes, stop it. And then it will ask you to, again, title it. That's a great screenshot. Here, however you want. And again, I would recommend titling it with your name and whatever it is that you're doing. Maybe Irish sports, say, something like that. And then save and upload is the easiest way. It will go straight into your My Media account. So you save and upload. And so you see it will say pending here. And then it will take a while for that to upload and process before you're able to actually use it. So in the meantime, once it is uploaded, it will ask you if you want to click here and edit. Once it's 100% uploaded, what you can do instead, either way, is go into My Media and work with it there. So I recorded one earlier, so to give you an idea of how it looks and what you can do with it, I will go straight to that. So I'll minimize this, go back into My Media. So if I click on My Media again, it will go to my recordings. And you can see that this one is still processing. It doesn't have it up there yet. But here's one that I did. Here's the one I already did just briefly at the beginning of this. And then here's a similar one I did a capture recording from earlier. So if you want to see what it looks like and kind of preview it, decide if you want to keep it. One of the things, as you've noticed, when you're doing the personal capture, you don't get to see how you look to the camera. So you have to kind of think about your expressions a little bit more without seeing that. So that could be something different. And of course, when you use your own recording, if it's just yourself and you don't want to use one, you could always do something like, showing something to the camera. So like I could say, this is an example of an Irish hobgoblin, which it isn't. It's just a character from Labyrinth. But you could use props instead if that makes more sense to you and if you're more comfortable just talking instead of trying to work with having to share the screen or something like that. So that's not the main focus of this, but just the idea of keeping some kind of visual for the audience interest and making it a little bit more in depth. Okay, so as you can see, what will happen here is you'll have options. So when you start playing it, it will automatically go to the screen and then a little picture of you in the corner. So you can start watching that.
Hi everyone, today I'm going to talk to you about hurling and some other aspects of Irish culture.
Okay, so as you see that, the viewer will be able to have the option of how they want to look at it. So they can toggle it so that you're bigger and the other part is smaller, and this will be when you're watching other people's videos as well. They can choose this picture-in-picture. They can choose just to have the single view and just see whatever is here and not have the little picture in the picture. Or they can do a side-by-side and see both you and that as well. So those are the kinds of options that are there when you are a viewer of it. Most people will probably choose kind of the picture in the picture. This can also be moved around if it's getting in the way of something you want to see on the screen. So that gives you a sense of what it will look like when it's recorded, okay? Once you have everything the way you want it, it's all set. I've recorded it several times. I've practiced. I know what I want. And even if you're just choosing to show the screen, really thinking about having that expression in your voice, speaking loudly and clearly, and not having a lot of interference or background noise, once you have that all set, then you're going to go into the discussion. And I haven't set this up yet for here, so we'll practice the course in Canvas, but there will be a presentation discussion for you to share this and some instructions on how to introduce it. So if this was the discussion, you would just hit reply like you always do for putting in your post. And then here is where if you were just to record your voice, you could just record straight in here, but it gets a little confusing as to how to put in a recording. So you might think you should go here because it says media and it looks like a recording, but for Kaltura it has a special button because it's integrated with Canvas. So you go to the little plug-in here and you hit down and you hit embed Kaltura media. So embed Kaltura media is how you're going to upload it to the discussion. And then it will give all your options here from your media. So this is why you don't really need to publish it. You can keep it private here. You're publishing it to the discussion. And you can select it from there. So you can see that my most recent one now has been recorded. So I can select. And it will retrieve that content. And then it will just show up here. And then after you have written in your information, probably before you post it or after, then you'll hit post reply. Okay, and once you hit that, I'll do this here, it will show up for everybody to be able to use and reply to there. Okay, and of course, as always, you can always edit or delete your post if you want to. So I'll delete that now. So that's it. I hope that helps. If you have any questions, let me know. And I really look forward to hearing your presentations and seeing them, maybe see a little bit more of you in person and having everybody learn a little bit more about Irish culture.